Make sure you've handed in your homework and your desk is tidy because it's time for My Outstanding Lesson, the podcast where we interview educators about a memorable teaching and learning experience from their career. How you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Very good, thanks.
Who do we have on the show today, Freddie?
Well, dear listener, you are in for a treat today because on My Outstanding Lesson today, Jesse and I are interviewing a person who positively oozes banter.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
You say that?
I would say that.
If you cut her, she bleeds badinage.
Is that another word for banter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, this is good banter.
It's Scarlet.
What a delight.
Scarlet's going to be arriving soon.
Yes.
And it's taken 11 episodes, but I feel like as podcast hosts, we're finally being treated right.
Oh, yeah. Scarlet has been quite a host for us. She made us pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And beautiful drinks.
Listen out, guest 12. This is how we do it.
With food from her urban garden.
That almost sounded like a pun on the word herb.
Oh,
and being in a city.
It actually was.
That was good. Yeah.
Yes.
Her herb urban garden.
Her urban garden.
Lovely stuff. I'm going to trick Scarlet with a turbo table today.
You are.
Hi June thought he was too smart for the 0 times table. Well done, Hi June. I think the zeros is quite a hard times table. I think people will panic and people will say 0 times 2 is 2.
I don't think so.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
All right. I think it's the easiest one. So, Freddie, what will Scarlet's word be?
Scarlet's word that will land her in detention is the word hashtag. And before you ask, the reason why is because I went for a beer with Scarlet recently, and she very excitedly told me how she's recently gotten into hashtags. For example, when she's chatting to someone, she could say hashtag bored, or hashtag fridge, or hashtag shoes.
I think that her hashtags would probably be cooler than that.
Yeah, to be fair, I completely forgot our conversation, so those hashtags are my own. I'm sure hers would be cooler, but if she does...
As cool as hashtags can be.
Hashtags maths, or hashtags sharpen your pencil and the other bin brother, anything like that is unacceptable.
But I will say, I don't think that she will actually say hashtag in the middle of a sentence the way that people did a couple years ago. Remember, everyone would be like hashtag and they'd make the sign. She doesn't really do that. I think she just uses hashtags a lot in text messages.
I hope you're right.
Well, we'll see. We'll find out.
Okay. Wait a minute. I think I can see Scarlet.
Hi, Scarlet! Come
Hey!
on in.
We are here with Scarlet.
Hi, Scarlet.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm doing great. Oh, I feel like a dick because I didn't ask you how you were.
Nobody ever asks.
Nobody ever asks. It's
I'm
like that
well.
happens with my students as well. I'm like, how are you today? And they're like, I'm fine. Fine.
They're never like,
fine.
but how are you?
Never.
Scarlet has accepted the offer of a turbo table. Although
Under certain conditions,
there's
I
a
may add.
slight twist today.
Twisty.
Scarlet is not a Starbucks gal. Fair to say?
Fair to say.
Fair to say. So I will not be buying Scarlet a medium flat white tomorrow if she gets this turbo table correctly. I will be giving her a book of mine that hopefully she will enjoy very much. Before we get started, it's time for the starter. Today's starter, I will put 60 seconds on the clock and name a subject. Jesse and Scarlet will take it in turns to talk for as long as they can without hesitation, deviation, or repetition.
I feel like my whole life has prepared me for this, but I have a
Wow.
feeling I'm going to be terrible at
I
it.
feel like I'm grossly underprepared.
If
We're
any
both talkers.
lawyers
We should be fine.
Yeah,
are
we should be
listening,
fine.
I've never heard of the radio show Just a Minute. Okay, who would like to go first?
Scarlet.
I will.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I love you.
Scarlett,
Thanks.
I'll give you a few seconds prep time,
Okay.
about 3 or 4. The category will be nursery rhymes.
I am grossly underprepared for this.
Okay, but you talk about them, you don't.
I just even repeated myself in my description of myself.
Usually I just repeat
well,
what Freddie says.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, if Jessie calls you on one of these, she has to take it over.
Okay.
So don't worry. Okay, Scarlett, 60 seconds on nursery rhymes starting now.
So, there are a lot of things that are called nursery rhymes.
Mm.
People read them to their children when they go home. Can I tell a story about my own life?
Cooler.
Is that part of the
It's about-
rule?
Is she already out?
Am I already out?
Cooler.
Yeah.
You're out.
It was a question.
You diverted to your own life.
But
She's
it's not-
clarifying the rules. Is that okay?
I was clarifying the rules.
Are you allowed to clarify the rules?
This has gone off the rails already. All right, that was 20 seconds. Jessie,
20 seconds is not bad.
you correctly called on hesitation. 40 seconds
Okay.
on nursery rhymes
Hesitation. That was not the
starting
call.
now.
So when I was a child, my parents bought me a book of nursery rhymes.
She can talk about it.
And the book was given to me when I was 3 years old. And then when I moved to China, I one day was looking at this book to teach my children nursery rhymes. And I opened it up and I was like, oh, yeah, hot cross buns. Oh, there's so many good nursery rhymes in here. And then I noticed at the front it said, happy 3rd birthday, Jessie. Love, Mom and Dad. And so then
Hesitation!
I read a lot
Oh,
of
very
nursery-
good. Okay, so there are 3 seconds left, which means
I
Jessie,
feel
you
like a jerk though because I feel like
Why?
it was going somewhere lovely.
Jessie, you spoke for
I was
37
really just
seconds
trying to keep
there.
talking.
Also, Scarlett, she said book like 4 times.
Oh, I forgot that was a rule.
Right,
Yeah, I
Scarlett,
kinda
Okay,
forgot
rule.
to.
3
It's hard.
seconds on
Can't
nursery
think of-
rhymes starting
Who's good at
now.
this game?
So when I was growing up,
Hesitation.
I'm a
Beep.
sleeper. What is happening? Is there noise?
Right, so Scarlett, you...
Why was there
Talks.
hesitation?
No, that was it. You had 3 seconds.
I had 3 seconds.
Well, there were 3 seconds left to the minute.
Oh, we were only doing a minute.
Oh.
So, combined, Scarlett, you spoke for 23 seconds,
I got schooled.
and you were talking when the timer finished, which is a bonus point.
So now we would get like a
Jessie,
new
you
topic.
spoke for 37 seconds. Good job.
Took it
We're
home.
all winners.
You
Next
could- I feel like you
topic.
could have called me on it many times.
Yeah.
No, but I was just actually wanting to hear your story.
You're just enjoying my story.
I think you both.
Thanks,
I think
Scarlett.
you both did really well. Right, Jessie. Your next topic is going to be on zoos.
Okay.
Okay. So Jessie, 60 seconds on zoos, starting now.
So one time I went to the zoo with my class, and there were many different animals at the.
Yeah.
Can I say zoo?
Yeah, you just did twice.
No, I can
You
say
can.
zoo
Oh, you can say
more than
that.
once.
Okay.
Can we start again? So I think I lost.
You can do it.
Jessie's committed suicide there. All right. 20 seconds for.
Okay.
Right. So, what was your number before that round, Jessie?
I feel
37.
37.
Okay. You've got a total of 57 points.
Okay.
Okay, Scarlett. 40 seconds left on zoos, starting now.
I think the idea of a zoo is nice because you can teach children that it's a lovely place to go, but it's horrible because it's just oppressing these lovely, beautiful animals. But I had to go to a zoo this year with my students as part of our little student sojourn.
Student.
Very good. Good
You were
good
doing
challenge.
great, though.
Scarlett, add.
I was going to talk about alpacas, and I was really excited.
Oh,
about
no!
it. This is my
Scarlett's
time.
face.
This is
Scarlett,
my time.
We'll get
add
that after.
20 seconds to your score, Scarlett.
It was already 27 seconds, isn't it? 47.
Okay, Jessie.
Okay.
Is that my turbo time? I get the book. Oh, that's addition. But I got excited. I had you thinking about it. Hesitation.
Yeah, it's very good.
No.
Have it. Just have it.
How
Jessie,
many seconds are left?
20 seconds on zoos, starting now.
Let's talk about the ethics of zoos.
Hesitation.
Oh, that's a tough call. I'll give it to
I'm
it.
sorry.
That's
Right,
true.
Jessie,
That
add
is a
Jessie,
tough-
add
okay.
5 seconds.
I feel like it's getting heated.
It's a really hard game.
I
actually really enjoy
love the way you two spoke about zoos. I'm ethically on board with everything you've said. Scarlet, 15 seconds on zoos starting now.
Alpacas live at zoos. And they're so beautiful. They're the most wonderful. They're the most
Beyondful.
You're getting better.
amazing animals.
No
that
rule
you can
against
see
made-up
at
words.
The zoo. And the last time I was at a zoo, I was with my co-teacher.
You're on a
Scarlet
roll.
adds 15 seconds, and now you've got 2 bonus points for talking when the buzzer went off.
You just made that rule up.
Totally.
No, that's a rule. On the
Did you mention it?
on the radio show just a minute. Oh shit! I mean, on the game I made up, you get a bonus point for talking when the timer goes off. Right,
One
last.
bonus point? So
Nick,
like
2.
1 more second?
No, I've
So
not really
2
worked
bonus
out the
points.
scoring here because a bonus
Okay.
point.
So I'm
Okay.
at I feel like I'm at
You've got-
62 seconds.
Yes, you had the bonus point from talking both times when the buzzer went off. So whatever you've got plus 2. One last round.
seconds?
I feel like before
So
I
you were
had
at
extra
47, and then
seconds.
you get 2 more.
Yeah, it's not very good, is it?
I was
I think maybe if you're talking when the buzzer goes off, let's say you get an extra 10, so add 20 to your score, Scarlet. Do you want me to actually have a go rather than just watch you two?
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Okay,
Can I give you a topic?
go on, Scarlet. So here's the timer.
If you press the start button, it'll start.
The
If you
green-
press
the green
button
one.
again, it'll stop.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
you two.
Okay.
shall I start?
Are you ready?
Or would you rather start?
Are you gonna make the topic alpacas? Because that will be challenging for me.
How
No,
did
I can
you
do it. I
know?
can do it.
I was totally going to do that.
Were you? Go for it. No, go
I
for
was
it. I'm
just
ready
like,
now. I'm
this is
mentally
my
prepared.
chance to shine. Alpacas.
Okay, so I have a friend named Scarlet, and she loves alpacas. She puts alpacas on everything, including pillows. Maybe.
Hesitation.
Oh, I'm supposed to pause.
How many
I got this.
seconds?
That would be 15 seconds.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Topic. Alpacas.
One of the most funny and hilarious jokes I've heard recently, or it was more of a meme than something that would necessarily make you laugh from someone telling it, was a picture of an alpaca, and the caption underneath said, "Planning a trip? Question mark. Are we going to go somewhere? Alpaca!
My bag.
My bags, yeah." Joined in. The reason why I thought that was so hilarious was that I love those internet pictures where you have
Hesitation, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like there was.
I
a
demoed it when I
hesitation.
said
Yeah.
hesitation. I actually knew.
It's like
That's fair.
hesitation.
How many seconds do I
3
left?
seconds.
Oh,
left.
so I'm gonna get the 10 extra.
You're gonna get the 10 extra.
Okay.
Are you
She
ready?
hesitates.
Go. Alpacas live in New Zealand, and you could maybe have an Airbnb.
Yeah.
I want to hear the end of the sentence.
Well, Scarlett wants to have a bed and breakfast, so not really an Airbnb, but a B&B.
A B&B with
Yeah.
alpacas.
Oh,
alpacas.
like
That is
the
my dream.
Sri Lanka elephant hotel.
Except for like less suppression. of
I think I
animals.
don't think it's
They're
that
more
bad.
gonna be like hurt.
No, you don't ride them in this one. You
I've never
have
heard
a
of this.
balcony overlooking them, like bathe in the wild.
Yeah,
I don't-
I wonder like how much space ratio
Yeah.
to their, because they're quite big animals,
It's fair.
and
I
actually when they
think-
are
I
taken
think
from the
it's
wild,
legit.
it's pretty horrific.
But it's in the wild.
for them. Well, is it?
Well, I've not been there, but from Instagram it looks nice.
Oh yeah.
Lovely stuff in that game. That was one of my favourite starters we've ever done.
Good.
That was good.
I
Thanks
think
for
we're
choosing it.
nearly
Yeah.
ready to start the lesson, Scarlet. It's turbo time.
Turbo time.
0 times 2.
0. No hesitation. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book.
I still
Prize.
can't get someone with the 0
I think the
times.
0 times tables are really easy for people.
Maybe it's not a trick.
7
It's
times
not a
9.
Scarlet just pointed at Jesse.
trick.
I did not. I turbo
like-
timed.
Jesse, it's 63.
turbo-timed.
Come on.
I turbo timed your ass.
Okay, Scarlet. For the benefit of the listener, I am now going to pass Scarlet the book. I hope you enjoy it.
You on the turbo
You're
time.
welcome.
That's why. Do you do you wonder sometimes, like, what your students think of you? I think this all the time. Are they going to remember me? Are they going to be like, I had this English teacher.
They're like, she
Scarlet.
was a fucking mess. I'm not saying that about you. I'm not saying that about you. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, what do they think about us? They're like, this kid.
I know what you mean. Not really. More often, I think I would love it if I could just flash forward and see you at age 21. See the kid, how the kid turns out. I think that quite a lot. Because because a lot of them, I can find something positive in almost all of them, but every now and then I think, I worry. I really worry about what you're going to be like when you're 18. You know, if they're, horrible and being nasty to people at 8, you do sort of fear how they're going to turn out.
And some do, right?
Well, yeah.
But I also think it's interesting and definitely a lesson that I've learned is that you haven't a clue, you know?
Well, you know, sorry, go on.
No.
Well, sorry, I was going to say, I suppose none of us are old enough or have been teaching long enough to meet those people yet, to meet 20-year-olds that you taught at 8, because we will.
Yeah.
Well, if we ever stick in the same place.
Well, for me, like minor high school.
My mentor teacher taught a boy who murdered somebody.
Whoa.
And he said he taught the boy and his wife also taught the boy. And they both were like, we knew. Like, we knew that there was something psychologically so wrong with him.
Ooh, it's a bit of a no-go here. But anyways, yeah. So that would be interesting. Like, I when you look at them, I really wonder, like, what is your life gonna look like? Because my life right now doesn't look anything like I thought it would. Like, not even a fucking...
Yeah, but I'm not thinking... I know what you mean, but I'm not thinking which country you're going to be in, what's your job. I'm going to be thinking, if you were sat in a room with someone, how would you speak to them? And I think your teachers at school, pointing at Scarlet here, probably could have predicted that you would be chatty and friendly and nice. Right, that's all I mean.
Thank you.
No,
but it as a compliment.
Well, I imagine that
I wonder if your teacher... You're like, I didn't expect myself to be here, but I wonder if your teacher saw you now, if they'd be like, Scarlet, yeah! That's exactly Scarlet.
Have you got anything else for us before we get out of here?
Yeah, actually, I do. Which is probably, like, one of the funniest and also most mortifying. Yet again, it was at the university, so my first post. And I noticed that because they don't get a lot of time to practice speaking, they get visibly uncomfortable because they're scared.
Yeah,
and they're anxious, and they don't know how to deal with these new, because they've never been put in this.
Do you think it's more the being in front of their peers than actually the English part of it?
All
of it.
Yeah.
Because they don't have time even in their regular classes to do this. So I think it's all new, and here I am being like, yo, you gotta present, I'm gonna, mark you on your oral English in front of everybody. And even when I just ask them simple questions, speaking up in front of their classmates gives them this stress. So when kind of designing the exams and how they're gonna look like, I didn't really particularly think it was fair to have them go in front of the entire class because they're just not able. And so these classrooms were set up that everybody had a computer monitor and headphones, and so it was grand because everybody would be at their desks, and I just call them up one by one, and then I just put on a movie.
Can I ask which movie?
So I would always do like a Pixar movie, and at this particular time I picked Boss Baby. And they're like, oh, we watched this with Phil yesterday. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, I don't have another movie. Like, I just don't have another movie on my USB.
Who has one movie and it's Boss Baby?
Well, actually, rewatching
I have it on my work USB. I don't download movies. I don't actually watch movies.
What's your favourite Pixar?
Oh, whoa. I don't know.
While you're thinking, Jesse, what's your favourite Pixar?
Frozen 2. Is that Pixar? It was amazing.
Have you seen it?
Oh my god, it was so good. I'm so happy.
I would feel like Toy Story, right?
On the subject of
Original.
Toy Story, I watched Toy Story 4 with Jesse quite recently. Quote about Woody.
That's what she said.
He's a bit of a creepy guy, isn't he?
Did I say this?
I
when
feel
he-
like you would have.
When he hops in Bonnie's bag to make sure that she has a nice time at school on her first day and makes Forgy for her, you went, bit weird, isn't it? Since you ask, mine's Coco.
Oh, Coco's so good.
Coco is the
That's good.
best
Oh,
Pixar
man.
film ever.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
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 That's a good movie.
Clink. I cried 3 times watching it.
But it's so beautiful. It's like all of the values
And
up in one.
it's
Right?
so complicated, but it makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't find it complicated.
If I tried to explain it now, it would be
Go.
it would be a mess.
I feel like you should. I feel like you should.
It's
I
all
feel like
over the
this is a
place, but
challenge.
yet
I feel like this is a challenge.
6-year-olds love it.
Okay. And it's this idea of like memory and family and community
I
and love.
love the idea of like as if you remember someone, they will live on in some way.
So I always love how everybody hates on me for the digressing.
Oh yeah, guilty. Sorry, you're halfway
No, it's
through.
okay. No, it is a beautiful movie. Yeah, and anyway, I usually play Pixar movies because they're safe, you know. So, anyways, they had seen Boss Baby, and I was like, oh, shit. So I like run down the hallway, and my coworker Jerry, who is this lovely guy who's been teaching for a decade, and like, mind you, I had to do oral exams for 50 students in an hour and a half. I only have one class to do it. It needs to go quick, so I'm in a rush. And he's like, "Oh, give them this one.
Accent,
They
please.
love it." Oh, his accent.
Jerry, not
Oh,
you.
Jerry. He's like, "Oh no, I feel like there should be an accent, but I'm really terrible at accents, so I feel like I'm gonna butcher this." He was just like, "Oh, Scarlet, take this one," but he wasn't like that at all.
Like,
He
Virginia.
was a simpleton.
No, he's not. Grab my movie and like he's like they f***ing loved it. I remember him saying this. He's like, "Oh, they love this one." I was like, "Yeah, sound." Run back to the class, put it in. Don't think anything of it because I'm like already 10 minutes behind and I don't have 10 minutes to spare. So having this exam, it's going well. It's going well, and then all of a sudden, maybe 20 minutes in, everybody starts screaming. Girls start getting up. They start throwing their headphones off of like literally mayhem. Mayhem for a very well-behaved class. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And I look, and on my left, on my screen, because everything's controlled from my screen, I'm looking at the movie. And it is a full-on sex scene. It is a full-on sex scene.
What movie was
This
it?
woman riding this guy, like totally nude.
Oh my god.
Totally nude. And I was like,
I never saw
oh my
that
god,
Pixar
oh my
movie.
god. So then I like go over and then I'm clicking so much, it freezes.
No.
Right? And it freezes her. It was terrible. And I had to finally was able to shut it down because I just turned off the computer.
I think
like
I
just
think
threw
I
it
was
on
like,
the ground.
God, you gotta turn it off because
I
like,
think
there were-
Jerry
there
was
were
a
two-
simpleton.
so like literally 2 of the girls were crying. Like it was intense. I had to. They were so upset. They were so
I
upset.
don't know why that
I
movie
had
laughed.
Well, when you think like there's literally no sex here in China on TV, you never, ever see it, right?
Ever. And it's all
Everything
blacked
is
out.
cut.
Especially not in
Everything is cut.
school.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
well,
fair.
fair, right? Like, yeah. Imagine
mean,
going to
Scarlet-
university and then having your professor toss
Sorry.
on a movie.
Scarlet, it
mean,
was
in
it
university
was
that
during an
didn't
oral
happen.
exam. I'm sorry.
Delayed.
Sorry. Move on. Move on.
Honestly, though, like, and I really the reaction. I wish it will be forever played in my mind, but I wish other people could see it because it was so outrageous for what it was. Like, even though I felt terrible, I was like, I am very sorry. I did not know this. This was, I'm very, very sorry. I didn't mean to make anybody uncomfortable because you never want to do that as a teacher.
You
Put
never
people
want
in
to
the
put
position.
porn on in the
You
classroom.
never
No!
I concur.
Oh my god! And I was mortified. And then I got letters of complaints and I had to sit down, I had to write letters to their parents. It was,
Did you
Yeah.
give them a warning? Like,
Whoa.
hey,
no.
Can we get to
Because I couldn't
get to
put my
Jerry?
other
Get
I
to
couldn't-
Jerry.
I couldn't put my,
What the f was Jerry
What
on
the
about?
what would you do?
What?
Would you go up to Jerry and be, I did go up to Jerry and was like, So,
You
Jerry,
said the kids would love this.
what's
movie.
this about? And he was like,
I would
what are you
make
talking
him
about?
call every parent in that class.
It's grand.
We should say for this, a lot of people, we have a lot of primary school teachers. Scarlett, what age group do you teach?
This was university, and now I'm
so
high
it's
school.
a little bit different.
Okay.
So at the
Yeah.
time they were, what, are they 18?
20.
Okay. So
Anywhere from
it's
19
not,
to 21.
Not quite as...
So in your
Shockingly
university
delightful.
classes, you would put on Pixar films. You're like, safe bet.
Safe bet. Safe
You know
bet.
what? It's always entertaining.
And also,
Pixar is
Boss
always
Baby.
I'm sorry.
Boss Baby.
Aren't we all just adults talking? We did have what's your favorite Pixar,
That's
and we
true.
all
That's
answered
true.
it
And
with
it was not hard.
gumption.
Did
It's not hard to
anyone
answer.
answer Boss Baby? Yeah, I think the vibe of, teachers realising that, sometimes we play a f***ing sex scene in a class. Even if we've not done that, that's quite a nice metaphor for,
Whoops.
it doesn't always go brilliantly, does it?
And
So,
isn't that the greatest
I think-
lesson?
Maybe teachers listening to this may not have put on a film with a gratuitous sex scene in, but they will have all metaphorically put on a film with a gratuitous sex scene in. Freddie's final thought.
Fair play.
Scarlett, thank you for sharing that and everything else today. It's been great.
Thanks for being here.
That was Scarlett.
Yes, it was.
Hey, you didn't say that was Scarlett.
That was Scarlet.
Hey, lovely interview.
It was. It was really good.
You sure?
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Hesitation.
Because I'm getting really tired, you guys.
It's okay. It's late. So
I'm
thanks.
like, what do we usually do
What
at the end?
Yeah, thanks to Scarlett for being on. She did not throw in a hashtag. She
did
said the
not.
word alpaca a lot, and Jesse, you were right. We should have had alpaca as the word, but
Should've
yeah,
been the word.
what are you going to do?
Did I say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I
Good
was
for me.
I was right.
Yeah.
It's review time. 5-star review from Miss Gad. Title: Great to hear other teachers. The review says, "Nicely done, guys. We'll keep listening for sure." Smiley face.
For sure.
Thank you, Miss Gad. Okay, before we leave, now's the time where we talk about all the small little idiosyncrasies associated with living in China. And wait a minute, Scarlett has hung around for some China news. That's right, 这是什么
你好吗?
China news.
So, Fusheng Park, just down the way. And today, as I was out for a walk and all these beautiful fall colors about the place, I hear this pounding sound. What is that?
It wasn't me.
And in the distance, there was a man just leaning up straight on the tree, just leaning back and just hitting his back as hard as he possibly can against the tree.
He was pounding his back. It's okay.
For health reasons, right?
Circulation, man. It's a thing.
Toxins?
Got to release
Get in
them
the-
somehow.
Yeah,
Well, I feel like the
You're
tree
telling me.
is feeling it more than... Yeah.
He's just passing
It's
those
just-
toxins
Does make you
on.
wonder about the tree.
That my first thought.
这是
That's
什
a
么
tree.
你好吗?
China news. Sorry, I cut you off, Scarlett.
No, you should.
Right, we're done.
That concludes our episode.
It is. All that's
That's
left to
good.
say is please follow us at My Astounding Lesson on Instagram. Make sure you share with your friends, rate and review, and make sure you are subscribed for a new episode every week.